Next up at our look at the Jada Toys Wave 2 Mega Man figures is Elec Man, continuing the first game roster of Robot Masters. This is one of those designs that has a little bit of different stuff going on, so we need to pay particular attention to what it is doing right. So for starters, just like everything else in this line, it is very, very well sculpted and very accurate to how he looks in the game, even down to the back details you don't normally see. I love that they include little touches and things like that. Very, very nice of them. I like the expression too. Like, it's a very classic expression for Elec Man. He does look quite good this way. The only thing that was always worrying me about this figure was that shoulder armor, like the chest armor, which is done nice. I like the lightning bolt painted in the middle. It's all very clean. But I worried about hampering articulation. But Jada is smart about this. It is a flexible plastic. So if you pose his shoulders in a particular spot, that's going to move out of the way. It's the same stuff. It's the same way they actually use on the pelvis piece. That way the hips have a lot more range, and like the sculpt of the pelvis doesn't hinder it completely. Really, really smart thinking for them. So Elec Man himself comes with the same level of articulation as Mega Man. He has the ball jointed neck that lets him do a whole lot of positions. Like we said, the universal shoulders work well, and if I want him to move forward, the chest armor moves with him. You have the usual rotation, the bicep, the elbow bend, wrist rotation, wrist bend. If you're following me for all of these, and you heard all of this yesterday, I have to assume someone just wanted to see what Elec Man was and how he turned out. So I have to go through all of it again. Torso is double jointed, once in the midsection and once in the waist. All of it has ball joint rotation and movement. As we said, pelvis is a little bit softer, so the hips have plenty of room and reach. Universal motion there, swivel just below. We have the knees, which on these can get stuck a little bit, so you have to kind of be careful the first time you bend them. Make sure that you're pushing inward on them, just to make sure like you're not stressing out the stem holding the whole thing together. Also, caps on the underside of the feet. So yeah, just the first time or two, just until like it gives out and loosens up, I had to do something similar to his ankle joint, which does have the ball joint and does rock forward and backward for a lot more extensive posing. Really, really cool to see. Yeah, Elec Man has some good moves to him. So that said, accessory-wise, he does come with an extra head, and this is where someone pointed something out to me. The secondary heads on a lot of these guys are actually based on Mega Man powered up. Rather, like that's classic art. This is powered up, and you can tell not only because it's far more expressive. Elec Man has a much more heroic personality in that game. And you can tell by the eyes, because the eyes have an extra layer of color to them that really makes them stand out. And I actually like this head better, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how the head swap works. Simple. Just pop it on, pop it off. There you go. And now Elec Man ready to go. Now, for hand accessories, we do have a thumbs up, because again, he's more like the cliche chivalrous hero type, very like burning justice. And then he has a pointing finger, which is what we can use for his weapon accessory. All right. Now, for the Thunder Beam, get him in a good pose here, where it actually looks like he's firing off. It is represented just by a soft, translucent yellow piece in order that you can wrap around his hand. And I find like you can use that finger to like properly like balance it to give it like a really good look that it's like shooting off of his arm, some like big arc of electricity. Looks really, really cool. I'm actually very happy with how he looks and how like his weapon is presented. Everything about this toy, like he's my favorite of the wave. We'll just get that out of the way right now. Elec Man, absolutely the winner here. Aside from having all the fun articulation, I think the face is really expressive and really fun. It's one that I might actually keep with that head instead of going with the more traditional look, just because I like the bravado and the over-the-top personality that version of Elec Man has. And it just works really, really well with his electric attack. Like, way more so than, like, the standard head. So, Elec Man, absolutely a winner for me. Glad to see that these are still coming out really, really good. So, join me tomorrow for Cut Man, and there's balance in the universe, guys. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Analysis complete. Adapting translators to local language.
Are you out there?